look, we're going through all the stages of a cherry tree. Second year in a row. It's beautiful. There's so many bees here as well, like working on those cherries as we speak. And this self-doubt that arises in your head while you're comparing yourself, even to yourself. Like, as I said, there's a problem with judging others and yourself because they come together. While you're there and you're chasing this greatness and you have this dream, you have this vision, you're like, why isn't this happening? Like, why am I not yet where I'm supposed to be? A lot of work has been done, and I'm like, and what? Like, maybe it's not for, maybe it's not for me is a very common question. And you fall back to the old normal. That's a concept that I realized after every fashion week. Every time you do something good, excel at something that you are good at, you become better at it, and you come back to a reality where you were crafting this skill or you were working on something, and it all kind of feels the same while it feels very different. If you know what I'm saying. You can often notice it when you come back to your hometown and there's this meme. Everything is a meme now. I feel my nervous system degrading to my 16-year-old self whenever I'm back in my hometown, and that's so true. It's on the biological level, like a memory, like muscle memory, but nervous system memory. It is so important to take care of your mental architecture while you're taking action physically towards something and building something. So because you are still in the old environment while creating something new, worthiness and self-sabotage and imposter syndrome, those are the biggest enemies. You feel like you're not gonna make it, even if you know that you're gonna make it, only because there's like a little issue of your self-worth. So let's think about this. I feel like it's PTSD mostly. If you are used to always being rejected and you've spent most of your time alone, you have this extremely strong, resilient core. The David Goggins story ties into this. Like, if you read his book, you know what I'm talking about. He's a very hurt child. That's why he's so strong. But it's exactly why the self-doubt is always there. And that's exactly why you always want to keep excelling at things, to keep this muscle alive, to not let this self-doubt destroy you, because it can. It can do it so quickly. The moment that you actually stop obsessing over it as if your life depends on it, you get it. That's how I measure, like, how I want something. Let me give you an example. So, and then gratitude ties into that perfectly, because, okay, I have a certain lifestyle right now, if you've noticed, and I catch myself being ungrateful. As much as I'm super, like, I'm very grateful, like, I'm so grateful here, and I want to be there, and this person is that, and this is not enough for me, and I should do this, and now I have to go there, and I keep thinking of all these things that not just could be better, but I want to go there. Like, this right now is not good. We need to go there. So when you actually write down the situation that I'm in right now, it's everything that I prayed for a few months before, but I don't even have time to notice it because I'm already somewhere, like, excelling at it somewhere in the future in my mind, which is good. But that's exactly how you know that I got it, because I don't even need it, I'm not sitting there obsessing over, oh my gosh, this is amazing. My reaction to it is not like this jittery excitement, this like, it's over. I'm here. This is my reality. This is normal. I'm grateful peacefully, That's how you know that you don't need it. And I'll flip this concept. In order to get to the point where I'm sitting here and this is my normal, I need to be in this emotion of, yeah, that's my normal. I'm peacefully grateful for it. Not grateful for it like literally bowing down to the trees and running around like a crazy person. Like, this is beautiful, I'm grateful, we're moving forward. If if we're not running forward, because that can happen as well. I feel like the more of those big ideas and big goals that you detach from, the more you will enter momentum and you'll be able to bring things to yourself easier. It's almost like being emotionless kind of helps in this, being nonchalant a little bit, playing nonchalant, because obviously if we want something, we want, like, this is very chalant of us to want something, I feel like Zen is being nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just being chill about wanting something is very helpful. Also, another thing, It's if you want something and you work towards it relentlessly and you can't stop and you're like in this needing space, right? That's going to help you with this. But if you're on the contrary, like I don't even know if I want to go, like I'm more in this passive stage of like underappreciating my talent, underappreciating my uniqueness, not seeing my potential. I mean, that's what I started this video with. Like even if you deeply know that no matter what, you are literally destined to win. Like this is right. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Like I know. I know. Even with that, you still have this like actually because it's almost like I know it so deeply that I'm going to succeed that it gives me this sense of internal peace all of the time. Like I'm not rushing anywhere. I'm literally chill. That's why I allow myself to procrastinate because I know that in the end I'm definitely gonna get like like this is granted. Like yes, but what if not? And that drives me to work like a crazy person and overwork myself and overstress myself and burn out every fucking week. So I don't know what it says about me. It's like a bipolar situation where I'm literally radical on one side and on the other at the same time. Like I know it so much that I allow myself to do nothing and literally be like, if I don't create anything for 6 months and disappear from the world completely, I'm still gonna come back and be great. And in the end, in the future, somewhere, somehow, all of these things are going to happen for me. I have this deep knowing, but still, there is this internal like, but my potential. But what about, and how about, and I just can't let myself relax. I just keep going and I just push myself way too hard. So there is this, I feel like I've been given the opportunity to experience two polarities at the same time, radically, very strongly, to present them and understand them from both sides. At the same time, it's fucking crazy, but I guess that's what I'm able to take. That's the pain that I can afford. What can I say? Confidence is the muscle that I need to be training now even more than I do my abs. Confidence is the key to absolutely everything. It's almost like deceptive, but in a good way, like moral deception. Literally, again, how many times I sat under this tree and referred to Rihanna saying, pretend, just pretend. And it makes so much sense because often we overcomplicate success. Competence doesn't define your success. Your qualifications are not more important than your confidence. Everything depends on how confident you are. The more self assured you appear, the more you believe in your dream, the more believable it is to your mind and to your environment. You're literally affirming to yourself every day, yeah, I can do this, just by feeling confident. Like brainwashing yourself to believe that you're confident will make you not even want it because that's going to be your normal. It's going to be like, I'm confident that it's my normal. So why would I even worry? So you put in the perfect amount of work instead of not working at all because you know that you're going to get it 100%, or being afraid that you're a complete failure and doing 300% in one day. Having history of past achievements is so good. It's so good. I spoke about it in my last video, how even if you're running and you're so like you can't move anymore, you have history of being at the same like distance, running the same pace, feeling similar kind of pain and still going and going through it. And you're like, yeah, so I could do it. And knowing that gives you confidence. So in running, that definitely works. Having history of past achievements, like looking at all the photos of me being miserable, looking at photos of me not feeling confident and realizing how incredible I was at that moment changes everything. As soon as take more pictures, right? Document moments when you don't feel confident and then look back at the environment that you were in at that time. Look at the whole situation objectively and judge if your insecurity, if your doubt was relevant or not. Understand that it's something so separate, so absurd, so outside of yourself, so from the past. It might be like a little response. What is insecurity? It's like It's a mechanism that's protecting you from being hurt. But yeah, you're still not there because you don't believe that you're worthy. You know, these situations, let's actually come back to the topic properly. You know, these situations where you have like a whole, okay, I'm going to reimagine my whole life and make this my reality. It's like late at night or every single second of my day, a set of new behaviors you want to adopt. And as you're doing it, one day is okay, 3 days are okay, 5 days you're enduring, 6 days like it's still not happening, so you don't see the proof of it on the physical level. Like you don't see the proof of the behaviors changing you in any way because it takes time. Wow. But your muscle of confidence isn't strong enough to remind you every day that you deserve to show up with no result in order to get that result. Depressed people feel so hopeless that they don't believe that they can be placed in a better future. Essentially, they're worth nothing. They're not worth the future. So if there is no future for me, you know, that's what I said. You're not there yet, meaning you're not in your dream yet because you don't believe that you're worthy. So you're consistently taking actions that move you further away from that future because you don't believe that you can be placed there. A depressed person who is not taking care of themselves doesn't believe that there is a future at all. So they're not placing themselves to be in a sustainably healthy, clean environment. They're not brushing their teeth, they're not making their bed, you know, nothing matters anymore because they're not even worthy of sustaining like a normal day because they don't believe that they're worthy of sustaining a future, you know? That's how this works essentially. So when you feel like your self-worth is slipping, like it's kind of, ooh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get there. Shut up. Go make your bed. Go take care of the things that you can touch and control right now so that when it comes to like a bigger decision, for example, you wake up and you don't make your bed, or no, let's not say that. You wake up and you instantly make your bed. Then you go brush your teeth, you go take care of yourself, you go eat a healthy breakfast, you go walk your dog, drink a lot of water. Because you're going to have a more important decision of, are we going hard at the gym today or are we going light at the gym today? For example, right? My examples are always fucking the same. And if you didn't do all of those things that subconsciously prove to yourself that you're worthy of that good life, whatever it is, you don't even have to put it into words. It just, I'm worthy of goodness. I'm worthy of feeling good. If you didn't do all of these things, you probably would choose to go easy at the gym, you know, because you'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm not feeling that. I don't really want to do it. But because you took care of yourself and you place yourself in this beautiful environment that is full of compassion, full of, you know, being intentional, you're going to be taking much riskier and more attractive choices about your future. Like you actually want something. And there will be less space for unworthiness, insecurity, and doubt in that situation if you keep taking care of all the little things in your life. Day-to-day things that you're in control of that show your worthiness to yourself. And if it comes to other people and how you judge your worthiness of being in a certain circle or feeling like imposter syndrome, essentially, that's like your confidence around other people, that's a whole different conversation. I feel like it stems from the past. Usually you have history of rejection, and we hate rejection. We hate social misalignments. We don't like to stand out in a bad way, and that's always a fear. That's why I feel like I appear very socially confident, because I'm not. Because I'm very, very hyper aware of everything. I feel like isolation gifted me that hyper awareness. Like I'm so observant. Every time I hear everything, I see everything, I notice every micro expression on everyone's face. I know what you're thinking almost. That's how much I care. And I wouldn't say that's bad, but it definitely says that somewhere internally, I'm not sure. You know, so I need to make sure, my body needs to make sure that we're safe, we're good. They don't hate us, you know. While I literally, like the conscious side of me, I'm talking to these people and I genuinely, I don't care. They can say to my face that they hate me. That wouldn't touch me. So on the conscious level, I'm confident. On the subconscious level, I'm still like scoping the scenery, you know? So, with imposter syndrome, don't expect it to go away fully. It is a tool that you can use. You can't let it stop you from making the difficult decisions, like showing up to a very scary situation, like an event where you were not invited, like I did a few times during these fashion weeks, for example. If you've been following my vlogs, if you remember, I did that quite a lot of times. Or talking to someone that you're scared to talk to, or like approaching a person in real life and just sparking conversation. It's actually not that difficult when you think about it. Like, you have 15 seconds of this imagined scenario of walking up to someone and talking to them. In real life, there is a whole bunch of things happening around you, and you're not even like, this scenario doesn't play out like in your head. It's just a mechanical choice. Like, it's gonna flow. It's not going to stop magically. It's not like it's a computer game and then you're going to be like frozen in the state of taking, like, what's the next decision, what do I say next. A conversation doesn't work like that. It's just in your head. You're overthinking it. Just say words. Just take action, essentially. Running shoes on, out of the house, and go. And the more you do that, the easier it's going to be. And you're going to pick up space and build momentum that way. So, yeah, basically, the reason why you don't have it is because you don't feel like you're worthy. And it works on every single platform of our being. People who don't exercise, they don't believe, they don't trust in the future where they're consistent with it. Because they don't feel like they're worthy, because they're stuck in this body that doesn't move. They don't feel that movement in them. People who don't run, they don't understand how people can run consistently. I used to have that. I used to not feel confident in my body to like an extent, like in my moving body, you know, like the functions of my body in sports. I used to be super not confident about that. So I just chose not to do it because I felt like my worth wasn't equivalent to what I expect that experience to feel like. So I'm not even going to do it. And that's why you're not there yet. Even if you do it once, twice, or 3 times, the reason why you're not doing it more is because you still believe that you're not worthy, and you have to push through that feeling by building that muscle of confidence and reminding yourself constantly that even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you are still where you don't want to be, you're worthy of saving money in order to get a new camera, because you're going to be the person who picks up that camera and talks about interesting things to that camera and travels to different places with the camera. It's more difficult. It's going to require you to build confidence to pick up that camera and record interesting things. But I believe that I can place myself there in the future where I'm that interesting person. Your mind thinks 2 steps ahead. It places you in a situation where you expect to feel a certain type of way. And if you expect to feel not confident in every scenario, you're going to make the easiest choices and build the easiest life. We don't want that. I like the weather. This looks like Windows desktop, just with flowers. Let's see where it all takes us. If you were a bird, which bird would you be? Let me think about this. I wouldn't want to be like those birds that are so badass because they eat meat. And that's not cute. That fast one. Hummingbird? It's super fast. It's small and not that swaggy. Like, it doesn't have that aura of being dramatic and dangerous. But it's so fast and observant, and like no one really knows what it knows. And it's not flashy, but you can't catch it. Or can you? It's fast, that's all I know.